The Democratic Party's choice to elevate Kamala Harris to the top of the ticket without a competitive primary process raises concerns about the integrity of the nomination system, which has been a cornerstone of presidential politics for over 5 decades. Historically, the role of voters in primaries has fluctuated based on the preferences of party leaders, sometimes excluding them when it suited their goals. Primaries in the U.S. have evolved significantly. Originally, delegates chosen at local and state meetings decided the nominees, a practice that has seen varying levels of voter involvement over time. The early 20th century saw an increase in primaries, with delegates chosen through them rising to 54% by 1916. However, this trend reversed, and by the 1930s, the system became more democracy-light, blending traditional delegate selection with a growing role for primaries. The 1968 Democratic National Convention highlighted the need for reform after delegates supporting Robert Kennedy or Eugene McCarthy were outvoted by those backing Hubert Humphrey. This led to the creation of the McGovern-Fraser Commission, which aimed to make the nominating process more democratic by increasing the role of primaries. Despite these reforms, party leaders have often found ways to maintain control, as seen with the introduction of superdelegates in 1984. These delegates were intended to counterbalance voter preferences, though they rarely overturned the will of the primary voters. In the 2024 cycle, delegates elected to support Joe Biden are now expected to vote for Harris, who did not compete in any primaries. This situation underscores a shift away from the democratic ideals of the past and highlights the growing influence of party elites. While this development may not mark a dramatic decline in democracy, it reflects a less democratic process compared to the 2020 cycle. For Democrats committed to democratic principles, this could be an opportunity to revisit and potentially reform the primary system to ensure it better aligns with democratic values.